Going to get political. I'm not going to talk about any type of other pessimism I have, of which there's many. But from an economic standpoint, it doesn't look like we're thinking very far ahead, folks. It really doesn't. I've said on this podcast before, Jerome Powell, what's your 100-year plan? You know, we have a 100-minute plan, which is if the S&P hiccups at lunch, by 2 o'clock, fucking Steve Mnuchin's on the phone or making a statement publicly. We have a government that doesn't understand the economy. We have a government that doesn't understand how a free market should work. Therefore, they panic when the first sight of something looking not perfect happens, and that's what we're seeing. And that's really the condition of our culture right now. You know, you got YouTube banning people, you got Twitter banning people. Something happened the other day. All my posts on Twitter were marked media sensitive. You know, I posted a picture of Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell. It was marked media sensitive. You had to click through to look at it. And not a new picture either. I can understand maybe you put that on a new picture because that guy got fucking huge. He got fat. I mean, the guy's enormous. Maybe you want to put the warning on that, but this picture was like from the 90s. I mean, the guy was slim. He still had hair. Dennis Haskins, that was his name. Dennis Haskins. You can't do anything to upset anybody's feelings or anything at all. And this is just like everything else, folks. It's just like taxes. It's just like micromanaging anything. It's just like the government overreaching. And that is, it only gets to a certain point until the shit hits the fan and you have either some type of revolution from the fucking citizens, which, by the way, I'm not encouraging. I don't want to believe he was making terroristic threats on his podcast. Go fuck yourself. I'm just pointing out in history, this is what has happened, right? When you suppress people and you try to roll and run, I don't know where the word roll came from, but you try to run everything, at some point people are going to feel suffocated and they're going to want to lash out. And it's the same thing economically. If you try to control every little, don't got macro jobs, this, that, the price of milk, what's the cost of wheat in Madison, Wisconsin? You try to control all those little things. At some point, it's like Christmas, a Vegas vacation. When he's in the dam, and the dam springs a leak, and he puts his fucking piece of gum on the wall, and then, the dam springs another leak. Until you know what, the whole goddamn Hoover Dam has collapsed, folks. And that's possible from an economic standpoint. It really is. That can happen. Question is when.